are back, y'all. Ready to Love, episode 1. I know there's a lot of confusion out here whether or not this is season 6, season 7. So I'm not even gonna get into that because I don't know why we confused about it. I think Own says it's season 7, and other people think it's season 6. But anyway, episode 1. We are on to Ready to Love, episode 1, and I was all ready to watch the show. So we in Miami, y'all. We are in Miami, and kudos to Ready to Love for not getting no stereotypical Miami type people, because we all know every time they want to get somebody from Miami, everybody tends to look like they came straight from South Beach, and we all know that Miami ain't full of people that look like they from South Beach. So kudos to Ready to Love for mixing it up and not giving us a stereotypical look. Because being from California, LA, that's one thing I hate, that whenever you see LA represented on TV, you always see the same look, like everybody is from Beverly Hills or living in Santa Monica on the beach, and it's just not true. There's millions of people here, and everybody ain't living at Santa Monica Beach and shopping in Beverly Hills. And I hate when they represent an entire city or sometimes even an entire state like that. So kudos to owntv for getting some regular looking women. I'm not saying that they're not pretty. They are pretty. There's some pretty women, but I'm saying kudos to them for not getting us what we normally see on Miami Beach, because that would have been a whole nother show. That might have been like Love Island or something. They gave us 20 sexy singles this time, but shoot, we was down to 19 real fast because the guy Calvin, he went home real quick talking about his mama called him. And do y'all believe that story? I don't know. Am I skeptical? Am I being too like conspiracy theorist kind of thing? You know what that story reminded me of? I don't know if y'all remember a couple of seasons back when that girl, Adriana, was dating that guy. What was his name? Kaylani. And we found out afterwards that Kaylani's woman was in the background texting him and hammering him about being on the show. She didn't really want him to be on the show. She was leaving notes on his door and everything, and it really interfered with how he could move forward with Adriana. But we didn't even know it to the end of the show. That's what this reminds me of. This reminds me of Calvin was down here trying to get his groove on Ready to Love. Some ex-girlfriend called his mom and said, where's Calvin? Where's Calvin? And she's like, oh, Calvin down there on Ready to Love. And she's like, Calvin better not be on no Ready to Love. Calvin better not be on no Ready to Love. And then mama called Calvin. It was like, Calvin, girl, Lakeisha's over here. She acting a fool. You better get on back here, because she said she about to come down there to the Ready to Love set. And Calvin was like, Tommy, I have to leave. My mama called me, and there's something that I won't be able to continue with the show. That's what it sounds like to me, y'all. I don't believe, because he didn't give enough details. He didn't give enough details. If he wants me to believe his story, he's going to need to give me some more details. So right now, the story I'm going with is Calvin had an ex-baby mama who was acting a fool, called his mom and told him he better come on back home. And you know what Calvin did? He went on back home. Now, one thing I will say is that, you know what? I know Miami is hot and humid, so I know I'll be doing a thing on the women's hair and everything, but I'll be watching all these reality TV shows. And let me tell you one thing I still don't understand about women when they're going to wear wigs. I don't understand why women now, when you know you're going to be on national TV with millions of people watching you, why you can't get a decent wig, glue it down, and make it look nice. I mean, wigs are really cheap now. You go on Amazon and get a nice wig. I got a nice wig on Amazon like last year for like $75. It was a really nice wig. And I don't understand why we just can't get something decent and have it professionally installed when you're going to be on national TV. Now, I know I be getting on here on this camera looking crazy with my hair, but I ain't got millions of viewers. How many of y'all watching my videos? What, 200, 300, 500 people? That's quite a difference. I guarantee you, if I'm ever on national TV, y'all, and I got a million people watching me, best believe I'm going to get a nice, decent wig. If I wear a wig, first of all, I don't really wear them, but if I get one, I'm going to get a nice one, and I'm going to glue it down real good. I'm going to get it professionally installed. I'm going to use some of that glue that those women tell me that it never comes off. I got a girlfriend who told me she got glue where her wig can stay on a whole week and she don't have to re-glue it. I don't know. I'll go to Portia Williams, GoNakedHair.com. I'll go over there to Bell Collective, to Latrice. She got a wig company. I'm going to do something. But women, please upgrade your wigs before you come on national TV. It's unnecessary at this stage in life. It's unnecessary. But with the men, I guess, all the men looking like everybody's tatted. Everybody's tatted. I'm older, so I come from the world where everybody isn't tatted. Some people are tatted, some people aren't. But these new people, I guess everyone is tatted. And I always wonder about these men who got tattoos everywhere. It looks good when they have a good body. But what's going to happen to these men when they get around 50-something, 60-something, and they pecs ain't pecking? They guns are more like water pistols, and them six packs are no packs. What are these tattoos gonna look like? I mean, these men have gone all in on these tattoos, and I hope this ain't like an investment that goes bust later on, because I really want to know what these tattoos are gonna look like when these people get older, these bodies start wrinkling up. And like I said, it ain't all muscle. It starts looking crazy. I think it's just too many tattoos, people. I think everybody needs to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. But the first man that came on the scene was Samson. Samson alive, but Samson with no hair, bald Samson. Because you know what? I didn't like his first comment talking about he's not going to pursue a woman unless a woman pursues him. Ugh. That's like this new age man that feels like women need to chase them. And then after a bunch of women chase them, then he'll figure out whether he wants to chase them. I don't like that style at all. I more feel like men need to pursue women. I don't think that men need to be the ones that feel comfortable first. You guys supposed to be the risk takers, men. You're supposed to be going out on the ledge, putting your heart on the table, risking it all for a woman. Not a woman risking it all for you. Why does the woman need to make the man feel safe and cozy before he can make a move? No, he should be making the woman feel safe and cozy so she feels comfortable inviting, coming towards him, not the other way around. I hate men like this. Let me tell you something. If I were single, and I probably ain't even his type anyway, but I'm just saying, if I were single, I would not be dating no man like Samson talking about, I'm not pursuing no woman unless she pursues me first. Okay, bye. And April came on the scene, and like I said, when she actually when I was talking about the wig, she could have done a little bit better. She could have done a little bit better. She's a pretty woman. I get it. She says she's 46 and everything. I don't know. She sounds like she one of them women who's like 46, but then walks around saying 46 is the new the 36 or 26. I know it's not, April, and there's nothing wrong with being 46. You can be 46 and still be fabulous, but don't be talking about 46 is a new 36, because that's not true. It's not true. I don't like when women say that. No. You may still look good, but I guarantee you, if I'm like a 36-year-old woman and a 46-year-old woman walks up to me and tells me, oh, 46 is the new 36, I'd be like, girl, no, it ain't. But that's okay. You look good, though. You look good. I'd be like, no, it's not. We're not the same. It's a 10-year difference. The 10-year difference means something. Doesn't mean you don't look good, but the 10-year difference means something. And I get that some 46-year-old women look better than some 36-year-old women in terms of fitness. I get that too, but it's still not the same. It's not the same. And it's okay. I mean, women, we need to embrace the age we're in. Stop trying to turn the hands of the clock back all the time. It's okay. I dye my hair. I be trying to turn it back. Sometimes I let my gray come out. But I'm not delusional. I'm not delusional that I think I'm 15 years younger than I am. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. And my body tells me I'm not. And the other reason why I know April ain't really 36 when she's really 46 is because that question she asked Justice on their so-called first date. How's your relationship with your daddy? What is that kind of question? Is that on a date? That's an old person's question. That told me right there you ain't 36, that you 46. Because that's not a question you should be getting to within the first hour of meeting a person. Because what you going to get? You think you're going to really get the truth? You think if I first meet a person within the first hour, I'm going to really tell them about my real relationship with my parents? You're going to get a surfacey answer. You're going to get something that's not really real in depth. So why are you even asking the question? That was a useless question. And then she thought she was bonding over it because we both didn't grow up with our daddies. Have you read the statistics with Black people? 75% of kids are born out of wedlock, and I don't know what, 50% don't have a daddy in the house. So how are you bonding with this man? Everybody bonding with him because there's a lot of people out here that didn't grow up with their daddy. That ain't no real bonding session. Girl, she creating bonding moments when there's not even bonding moments. And you figured out it wasn't no bonding moment because when he walked away, he was like, oh yeah, April is, she's pretty and all, she's nice, but she ain't my type. So she walking away delusional, thinking she bonded with him, and there wasn't no bond. Just like I said, she thinks she's 36 and she's 46. I know you're not, you're 46. So I already know about April. She lives in an alternate universe. So hopefully she come out of that during duration of this season. I really do. And what happened, y'all? How did it get so crazy with Shakira and Swayze so fast? I mean, I was watching the episode. I heard Shakira, I believe that's her name, Shakira say that she was 37 and she liked to date men that were older, which was okay for someone to say that. But then she added on, yeah, a real man. And I think that must have rubbed Swayze wrong because he was like, why are men over 37 the only real man? Why can't a man under 30 be a real man? You know what? I thought it was a valid question that Swayze said, you know, as a comeback to her, but I guess she took offense to it. And after she took offense to it, man, it got on and popping. And let me tell you, Swayze started clowning her, which I didn't think was right. But he started clowning her and laughing and all this other kind of stuff. And I think she felt even more perturbed by it. And let me tell you, they just didn't hit it off at all. They started off in a wrong place, real fast. But then Swayze started telling the story, talking about I'm a real man. Shoot, I always dated older women. When I was 16, I was dating a 28-year-old. And I was like, oh, what? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I was 16. I dated a 28-year-old, and she would be bringing me drinks. First of all, haven't you heard the Bill Cosby story? They prosecuting people like this. They going back 40 years. If you was with a 28-year-old and you was a 16-year-old, that was not your girlfriend. That was called a predator of underage kids. And they getting 40, 50, 60 years for that, Swayze. So you might want to stop telling that story because they might need to go look for that woman and put her in jail. That's statutory. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say it here on YouTube, but we know what that is. And she was juicing you up with alcohol. I don't know if this was reversed and a woman was telling that story, it would be a whole nother look. But everybody's sitting around and laughing at that story. That story was not funny, not at all. And I don't even know why he's telling it. He might be a little immature. She might be right, talking about he's a real man at 30. Not if you telling that story, because people should know right now that that's not a good story to keep telling. And Devin was sitting over there kind of defending him, trying to defend him a little bit. And I was like, what? Devin, why are you defending him? And then we found out more about Devin, 32-year-old ex-football player. Can't figure out whether he has a kid or doesn't have a kid. What does the DNA test say, Devin? If the DNA says it's your kid, then you got a kid. So I don't care if your kid is in a whole other state. That don't mean the kid don't exist. He really should have gone home. I don't know why they didn't send him home. I never heard of no man saying, I don't have no kids, and saying, oh, wait a minute, I do have a kid, but I don't claim him. And then he tried to turn the story around like he was doing some good deed out here saying, well, I don't believe it's good to take a boy away from their mother. What are you talking about? So now what are you trying? You a hero because you don't have no relationship with your child or you don't want any type of level of custody with your child. So you the hero, you doing the mama a favor. You done turned around, abandoning your kids to be a good thing. Boy, bye. They really should have let him go this episode. But these women are out here choosing men based on arm candy. They ain't looking for no husbands. They're looking for arm candy. You can tell these women are looking for arm candy by the men they put up for elimination or the men that they want. Because Devin, he should have gone home because he got some real character flaws. People talk about, oh, it's not your outside, it's your inside. Well, his inside is rotten, and they should have sent him home. But instead, they sent Sean home. Why? What was so bad about Sean that he should have gone home? Sure, he said a little corny thing here and there, but you know what? He wasn't the worst of the worst. He should not have been sent home. But this tells you, women, I'm telling you, women's pickers are off. Women's pickers are about as bad as men's pickers. They used to complain that men always were picking women for looks and they weren't picking women for any substance. Women are now doing the same thing. They picking men for looks, muscles, pecs, and tattoos, and they not looking at nothing else. Because Sean, I don't know, he shouldn't have been going home on the first episode. He wasn't that bad. And the two women that ended up being on the bottom were Dominica and Charisse. And Charisse, that girl is a fool. I know why they kept her on the show and they didn't eliminate her because she's good TV. She is good TV. And they're like, oh no, we can't send her on first. She over here clowning Dominica talking about, is that her stage name? That was horrific. So we can already tell that Charisse is going to be the mean girl and she got a lot of practice doing that. You can tell she's a professional because them lines be rolling off her tongue real easily because she's been doing this a long time. You can already tell she's a lifelong mean girl. And even though Dominica is loud, she is loud, and she was rolling out there on that poolside legs. She is loud, and I'm a loud person too. But I know how to tone it down when I'm in a company. I don't know. I may get more loud with people who, like y'all, and I'm comfortable with y'all now. But I could tone it down when I need to. But Dominica, it might have been the alcohol talking. Blame it on the alcohol. It might have been the alcohol talking where she was so loud. So I'm glad she got another chance. But the reason they only got a second chance was because they didn't want to send Charisse home. And Charisse really was on the bottom. But they said, well, you know what? We can't send her home because even, we want Charisse to stay on because she's going to be good TV. So since we can't send Charisse home, we're going to give Dominique another chance too. Because we've been watching Ready Love for a long time. And we already know if the man went home on his own, they already down one man. So now you didn't send any woman home at all. You really off balance. You send a man home plus one quit and you didn't send any women home. Now they're really off balance. So I don't know what they're going to do, but they only kept Charisse on because she's going to be good TV. And I'm here for it because I want to see some drama too. But Charisse, she's going to be a mess. Even Mike, when he was meeting her, he was like, meeting Charisse is like meeting somebody in the dental office when you about to get a root canal. He like, loosen up, girl, loosen up. But I knew she was going to be a problem when she came out with that tagline. It is a red alarm, a red alert. Anytime I hear a woman use one of these words, I know it's a red alert. And when they use it in a combination, it's really a red alert. So Charisse used 3 of the red alert words. She said she said she's a boss lady. I always tell you, the minute women start talking about their boss lady, men go like this. Don't no man want to be with no woman who walks around talking about I'm a boss lady. So she used the word boss lady. Then she went to the next one that I always talk about. I intimidate men. There you go. Yeah, girl, you don't intimidate men. Men don't want to be bothered with you. And so just because people turn away from you doesn't mean you intimidate them. It means they don't want to be bothered with you. So she used a boss woman. I intimidate men. Second one. She hit him with a third one. I'm independent. There you go. Nobody wants to partner with a person who's so independent. They really want a person who we can collaborate. Sometimes you depend on me. I depend on you. Nobody wants to be with a person who's over here island by themselves, independent all the time and beating their chest. So not only did she use not one of the phrases, she used all 3 of them. And then she rounded it up, insert the word diva. Now, she said she's not a diva, but the fact that you pulled it out, I got to give you another strike. Shouldn't have said that either. So we already know what Charisse is going to bring this season. She bringing the drama. We probably going to be doing a lot of videos on her because she's going to have some good one-liners. But that's it, y'all. I'm excited about this season, and we'll get into the other people as it comes and have something to say, but I don't want to do no long video. But I hope you'll join me for next week. If you've been here with me for last season, welcome back. If you're new this season, please subscribe and like the video, and we will see you on episode 2. Bye, y'all.